SMT Nation, thanks for tuning into this edition of the channel. We're going to be talking about T-Mobile today. The T-Mobile CEO, Mike Sievert, says he does not expect any further delays in CDMA shutdown. Story from Monica Alvin, fiercewireless.com. All right, so I'll give you guys the facts out of this article, and then I'm going to tell you guys the way it is. All right, so T-Mobile CEO Mike Sievert made it clear at Tuesday's earnings call that they will not postpone the shutdown of Sprint's old CDMA network past the current March 31st deadline. So initially, the deadline was supposed to be January 1st, and T-Mobile said they voluntarily pushed it back to the end of March, as if they were doing people a favor. The truth is, guys and gals, is that they are being told what to do by the DOJ because the language in the agreement between T-Mobile, Sprint, and Dish insists that they have to keep it operational because of language and testimony from T-Mobile. Mike Sievert went on to say, "We just don't see any cause for further delay. Getting people upgraded to the right side of the digital divide and getting a high-capacity 4G, 5G network in the hands of people who need it most is urgent." He's not wrong. He's right. He does not want a delay, and it's perfectly fine that he feels that way. Here's the problem. There are 14 different testimonial entries of President of Technology of T-Mobile, Neville Ray, where he discloses that they would not need to shut down the CDMA network for up to 3 years. Dish they agreed to that. T-Mobile agreed to that. The DOJ signed off on this. Up to 3 years means that if Dish wants up to 3 years, the DOJ will side with them. So unfortunately, now that they want to accelerate the shutdown and try to disable and harm the competitive edge for Dish, this is going to backfire on them. It is not going to work in their favor. So them extending it 3 months is a quote-unquote kind gesture by T-Mobile, but in reality, it was just to get the DOJ off their back. It's not going to work. If Dish requests an additional 3 months, or whatever it is, up to 3 years, the DOJ is going to back them up on that. And T-Mobile can't do anything about it. There are 14 testimonials in which Neville Ray, the president of technology, said we don't need it for the first 3 years when speaking to the CDMA network spectrum. Because that's what T-Mobile wants to do. They want to take the spectrum that's on 3G and CDMA for Sprint and move it over to LTE and 5G. And I want that. The problem is you should have been honest and truthful and held up your end of the bargain. Up to 3 years is up to 3 years. And that is what's in the agreement. This is where I think people don't understand. They think that I'm defending Dish. No, I know how legal matters work. That's what this is about. This is a legal issue. It's not about T-Mobile customers. It's not about T-Mobile's network. It's about the fact that in this agreement, it is to Dish's advantage. They will side with Dish because it says up to 3 years. They could have spelled out the language more specifically. They could have set a date. They could have said January 2022, but they didn't. They said up to 3 years. This is all T-Mobile's fault. If they wanted explicit dates and times, it should have been in the agreement. This is not up to debate, in my opinion. This is unfortunately how it is. I would love to see 3G get shut down immediately, but that's not going to happen. This will drag on. As long as Dish has up to those 3 years, that's what they're going to do. So unfortunately, that's the way it is. I'm not really looking into any type of commentary on this. I just thought I'd give you guys the update. It was spoken to from T-Mobile during the earnings report. And those are the facts, and that's the way it's going to play out, I can assure you. Anyways, we'll see how it plays out. I could be wrong, but I doubt it seriously on this one. I don't see it playing out any other way. Thank you for watching. Give this video a like and a share. We'll see you all in the next one. Peace.